Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you a brief overview of what's included in Red Cathedral Contractors expansion and our review and thoughts on it. So if you've played Red Cathedral, the base game, you already know the base mechanics of this game, so we're not going to go over that. We're just going to go over what this expansion adds and what we think about it. We did do a video on our thoughts on the base game and an overview of that one. So if you haven't seen this game before, you'll want to watch that one, and then also this one to see if you want to maybe get both for your collection. So basically, the mechanics are the same for the base mechanics. Stay exactly the same in this game. What it adds is you will be getting an additional black dice that you will be adding in to the pool here. You will also get a few different guilds. I think there's 10 of them. They all do, you're only replacing I believe the chapel card. The original game has 4 guilds. You choose one of 3 cards to put in there. This one has 10 more guilds that you could choose from. Each of them do different things. We chose this one that gives you the permits, because permits are part of this game mechanics for over here. We also, actually that's the only new one. So there's many to choose from, and the book goes through what each of those does. It also adds more of the cards to do the buildings. It adds these city tiles that you will be assigning to each column, and the ones that are left you will be putting over here on, I forget what this board is called. What is that board called? The Grand Duchy of Moscow board. That's why I did not remember that name. So there's different cities on here. The ones that are on the ones that are in the columns will be open. The ones that weren't assigned to a column will be upside down with the X up. Those cities are not available to send your contractors to. Once a column is completed, you take that city that's on the top, place it over here upside down. That city's no longer open, and then you immediately score for each person's contractor that is on there. They multiply the number of banners they have in that column times the number of contractors they have on the city, and they immediately get those points for that. So that is, and it's prestige points, right?
Yeah.
Prestige points. So that could add up quickly, especially over here. You could kind of get a good lead.
Yeah, once you get to this area, it's not that important.
But if you wrapped around, then
Oh yeah, if you wrapped around.
Yeah. So it adds the contractors. As you can see, there's an expansion that goes onto your board. You just slide right on top. So it gives you some additional things you can do. One is for the black dice, when you move it, you can collect these, what kind of tiles are these called? The specialty tiles. So they're little starbursts. So when you get one from over here, and the way you do this, you put your contractor over onto one of the open cities. Doesn't matter if there's other contractors on there. It just costs you more to put your contractor there. So you put that there. You pay 1 permit per contractor, including yours. You pay that to the supply. And then you also need to pay 2 rubles to put one of the 2 specialty tiles that are adjacent to the city you just placed your contractor on, and you would put that tile over here on top of that space. If you already have a specialty tile there that you haven't used, the only way you get the rewards on these tiles is when you move that black dice, just like these. However, when you use it, it goes face down to the side of your board, and then it will work towards in-game points for each individual type of tool you've collected. You can get up to 16 prestige points. So that would be huge, 16 prestige points at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I had 2 different ones that I'd done, and so I got 2 points. But if you have one on there you haven't used yet, you can just turn it face down and put it in your collection and put another one there. I believe that's how you do it. But it adds an additional action that you could choose from in your turn, which is doing the contractors. And as you can see, each time you do another contractor, once you get to the third one, you're going to get a little bonus immediately each time you reveal that. It also adds 2 new tiles that go on the buildings, which are called the workshop tiles. You're going to remove the ones with the prestige points and the one with the 1 ruble, and you're going to replace it with the black die one and a permit one that's going to go on these at the beginning of the game, like the others. It also added, you remove, for these tiles, it added, I think at the, where is it? Oh, the permit tile. You're going to replace one of those prestige tiles with the permit tile. And the permit tile is where the dice start at the beginning of the game. So, as you can see, other than the base mechanics are the same, it just adds those few little ways to earn more points, and gives it more strategy than the original game, because you have so many more different ways that you can get points. So what did you think of it?
I like the add-ons. Now, do I feel that it's essential? It's not really essential. It does add a little bit more to it. It doesn't add to the complexity of it. Because it's pretty simple, and this is just pretty much, once you add this on, all that pretty much adds is this, and then you're able to use some workers. So it's not that much more into it. I think the mechanics, it does improve it, because it does add more point salad to it. It does have more replayability, because you do have a bigger board and more options. So for me, overall total, I'm going to give the base game with the expansion 8.5. So I'm keeping it the same, because it doesn't add that much more strategy, but does it just gives it more options, which I enjoy, and does help with the replayability. But I'm giving it 8.5. I think it's not essential, but I think if they added like more stuff that changes the mechanic just slightly more, because it does feel more the same old as the base game. So 8.5.
Yeah, I enjoyed having more options, but however, I did lose again. I've lost both times I played this game. I thought I was going to win this one, but yeah, it's more. You will honestly be using more of the base mechanics more, or we found ourselves doing that more. He only did the contractor one time, whereas I did it twice. We didn't even do it enough to get to those bonus points, but because it does cost a permit, which with this card is easy to get. It's easy to get the permits, but the rubles, if you played this game, you know, it's those are very valuable. It's hard to get those rubles a lot. So it costs you 2 every time you put one over there, and then you have to use it by moving the black dice before you get another one, or otherwise you've just wasted your 2 rubles because you didn't get anything for it. But you will get points at the end of the game for prestige points for the collecting the various tools. So that part's good. But again, it would cost you quite a bit of rubles to get 6 of those. That would be 12 rubles. And at the same time, remember, to end the game, you have to complete the parts of the building that are under your 6 banners. So it's a balance of that. So you really can't concentrate too much on that, because you've also got to continually gain points and finish parts of your building, and make sure, like the way he got me, I would have won in the long game, but he made sure after he saw that, because there was only one column that you could really rack up some points, I would have definitely passed him. He ended the game, so this column wasn't completed, and so it didn't get counted at all. So if I could have got to that one before he ended the game, it would have been a whole different story.
You wouldn't got it because it's mine.
I can build it. No, I can build it. I would have beat you in points, even though you ended the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a lot of strategy in this game, and I didn't get to utilize. I used 2 of them, so I didn't feel this was that impactful of a mechanic. I did like the cities. I like the cities where putting the contractors on, because you do get those additional points. But again, if you're not ruble rich in this game,
yeah, which is hard to get.
Makes it difficult to do. But yeah, like he said, we just played the base game about a couple weeks ago, so it's fresh in our brain. It did not feel like it changed it up tremendously.
No.
So to me, it's more of an expansion. Like after you've played this game for a while, it would be good to switch it up a little. That's how I look at it. Like it is a good expansion, and it does add to the game, but like he said, it's not essential to enjoy the game. But I'm guessing once you play this game for a while, if it's one of your go-tos, you probably will want to get that just to switch it up slightly, because it would get a little old after a while. And it does add all those guilds. That's what would make it different each time, because there's 10 different guilds, each with 3 different cards. So that's really probably what makes this expansion worth it, is that. Because the other mechanics, they're okay. But so I would give this an 8. I still enjoy it. We enjoy playing it. We do like this game, and I wouldn't say it took away from the game at all.
No.
The guilds definitely is what makes that expansion worth getting. So, you have anything else you want to say? Hopefully this helped you to decide whether this is something you might want to add on to your Red Cathedral game, or maybe even persuade you to get the base game and this one, who knows. But we really did enjoy it. If you like point salad games, it is a great one for that. And it's I would think it's probably even better at a higher play count than 2, because I think it would be much more competitive, I would think.
Yeah.
But still a great game at 2 players. We still had fun. So thank you for watching. Please give this video a like. Feel free to leave a comment if you've played this game, what you think of it, or maybe other games we should check out that are similar to this. We hope you are already subscribed. If not, we hope you will. Thank you so much if you are a subscriber. We really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you next time, and thanks for watching.